We are going to have a look at the dashboard features of EasyReports. For this, we are going to use the AR dashboard, which is a basic dashboard, and we'll try and add some more elements to it. I'm just executing the dashboard with the default parameters. If you see, this dashboard has got a number of elements. You've got these cards here, which are showing you different values, and then got this aging where you can drill down into the customer level from the group. You can even filter data using this, so the entire data gets filtered if you use any one of these filters, right? And this also has the drill down. You've got all the KPIs or the movements for the various customers. Now, what we can do is we can go to edit and we can customize this dashboard. We've got the layout feature available here, so you can save multiple layouts for the same dashboard. So here, the first thing which I'm going to do is I'm going to add multiple tabs, right? And then I'm going to move this content to the tab. Put this back here. So add another tab. Let's call it transactions. Now, on the left-hand side, if you see, these are the different data models which we've configured for this dashboard. Now, I do not have the transaction details. So there is a way in which we need to get in the transactions. Now, either I can go back to the report designer and I can add this data model, or I can even add data on the fly. So I can connect to any data source, load some data from Excel or another database. So let's select the database option. We have this data in our SQL Express database. We are going to use the SQL Server authentication mode. Let's select our database. We want to save all the required parameters. And then we are going to use the query builder to actually select the view, which is going to give us the transaction details. So we are looking at ledger transactions. So I'm going to select this view. We can preview the, okay. So I'm just going to select all the columns for now, right? Not apply any filter or any parameters, right? Click on OK and click on finish. So now if you see, the data source has come in, right? And on the transactions, I can add multiple widgets, and we'll be adding a few widgets here. So let's add a grid and let's put in the company name. Let's put in the ledger amount. Let's put in the date, voucher number. Now on the date, I want to see the exact date. So I'll select this option. These many options are available. Right. Let's put in the voucher type. And let's put in the ledger name as well. So let's see where the ledger name is. We've got the ledger name. Right. Let's just put that here. So now if you see, this is giving me data for all different companies and all different customers. So what we want is, when I actually select a particular customer here, this should get filtered. So what we are going to do here is I'm going to enable filter for this. And we are going to say cross data source filtering. So the moment I select this, if you see now, this is also got filtered. And we want this also to get filtered by that particular customer. Now for this, here you've got a field customer, here I've got a field ledger name. So obviously that's not going to match. So what we'll do here is we'll add a calculated field. We are just going to use the ledger name field. And we are going to call this customer. Instead of the ledger name, let me add the customer. And now if you see, our filter is working. Right. So I've selected a particular customer. Coming. Let's rename this tab. Transaction. Right. let's say that I have not selected any. So then I'm getting the entire data here. If I filter on a particular company, so if you see this data gets filtered for that particular company. Obviously, I can add more filters and there could be so many other things which I do. Now, like I've added this tab can be made into a full page tab. So I can move in more content onto the tab and make that full page. So you can design your own layouts and then you can save it. So I can call it with transaction details. And here what I can do is I can even add, let's say, another chart element. Let's do that and show you how charts are configured. So let's just organize these widths. Right now on this chart, I would actually like to see the sales versus receipts versus outstanding. Now here we've got another problem. Receipts are in negative. So let's add another calculated field, and I've got all these functions available here. So we're going to use the absolute function to give us the absolute value of the receipts. Let's call this receipts absolute. Let's drag it here. And let's view this by customer. But obviously I don't want to view all the customers. So let's just take the top 5 by sales. Okay, we've taken this. And let's put in the outstanding is already there. Now I can go to edit names and I can call this sales versus receipts versus outstanding. And let's just rename these fields as well. Now I can use a lot of design elements. So let's say if I don't want to view the grid lines, I don't want to see the axis. So I can even control that. I don't want to see the title. So just makes the chart look a little better. Now let's check whether our filter is working. Yeah. If you see, I've added another chart element. You can add pie charts, you can add tree maps. So different elements can be added. And this can all be saved in the layout. So once your dashboard designing is complete, right, you can create as many layouts as you want. Your dashboard is ready for use. So if I go back to the main menu and look at the AR dashboard, I'll see this layout with transaction details. Let me just select that and execute. So now I've got the layout which I've saved. I've got my transaction details. This entire thing gets updated when I select the customer here. So whatever changes I've done is available in my layout. And whatever we are seeing here, the same layout is available on the web as well. So it's not that I have to do anything special. Let's just have a look at the web layout. We are going to go to the dashboards, AR dashboard with transaction details. So if you see exactly the same layout available on the web, and if I switch to a mobile browser, this entire dashboard gets configured for the mobile browser as well automatically. And the same kind of functionality is available. So if I select a particular customer, right, I can see that the transactions are filtered, the widgets are also filtered. So this is a little bit about dashboards. Obviously, there's a lot more we can do with dashboards. In case you would like to know more, please do connect with us for a detailed demo. Thank you.